Hi guys, I'm making a new video and I'm sitting out on my front porch, which is actually a big deck, to make the video because I get a little tired of making videos inside where it's dark and it's just so pretty out here. It's like 6 o'clock at night, I think, and it must be still 60 degrees outside. The sun is beautiful. Here, I'll show you. It's my greenhouse, and then I don't know if you can see how pretty it is outside, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and here's the sunset. If you can see that. See those chemtrails? They're all in chemtrail. So, anyways, I'm out here on the deck. I got my computer up on a pot. Nothing's planted in the yard yet, and it makes me a little nervous. It seems like February went really fast, and March is here now. The weather's beautiful. I got to get busy on the gardening because the garden is a wreck. I didn't really do any gardening last year because, if you remember, my foot was in a cast, and I was on crutches and chasing bees, a lot of bees. This year, there's going to be an incredible amount of bees in the Pacific Northwest, so I only anticipate chasing more bees. It's just going to be so much fun, especially if this weather holds. We're not supposed to have rain until Wednesday, if then. So I'm going to finish my kitchen remodel tomorrow and dig into the garden and be super happy after I get some posting done tonight. So, but anyways, that's not the point of this video. This point of the video is I wanted to talk about people plotting stuff for their characters. Seems like there's a lot of people on the game that look around and see who's got the interesting plots, and they turn around and say, oh, okay, I want to go plot with them. I want to do what they're doing or jump onto their bandwagon. And one of the things that really, I'm a hand talker, and I'm really trying hard not to talk with my hands, but I do. I gesture wildly. So, anyways, I'm really nervous for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't like making these videos. I'd rather talk to somebody on the phone or over Skype or something like that than be out here making these videos or inside making the videos. Plus, I've had a really long day. I've worked from 3:30 to like about 1 p.m. or so, 3:30 a.m. And then I took like a crash nap. I got up and I was all super hyper, so I cleaned my house. And there's people driving by really fast, which irritates me because we're out in the country, as you can see. And I don't know why people go like 50 miles an hour down this 30-mile-an-hour road. I could be out there on my horse, and I just like want to do nefarious things to their cars as they drive by. And if you hear like turkeys gobbling in the background, I have a baby turkey that I raised last year. Well, he's like 50 pounds now, and I have a bigger turkey that a friend gave me a couple years ago because I fell in love with her turkey. He followed me around everywhere. I was like, go, 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 go. So his name is Puff Daddy. I did a blog about him once. Anyways, Puff Daddy's out there, and the baby turkey's like, which is not a baby anymore, is challenging Puff Daddy. So it's like turkey smackdown around here, if you can hear the gobbling. And the sun is going down, so I'll try to make this pretty quick. But anyways, I want to talk about player plotting. I can't encourage you enough to come up with your... Okay, I should have taken notes because this is my irritation. My irritation is that I'll come up with something like a concept, a group, a faction, and a creature. I can't even talk. A creature, and everybody wants to use it suddenly. And I even hesitate to write it up to put it in the wiki because I feel like there's 5 things in the wiki and then they get used over and over and over again. And my real hope is that people will come up with their own original factions, their own original ideas. If you have to be an assassin on Mizahar, I don't care. I'm like not anti-assassin. I'm kind of anti-copycat Assassin Creed. But if you want your own assassin faction, build up your character and start your own assassin faction. And challenge the Mortanis or take business away from them. It's not like anybody plays a Mortanis anymore. You'd have an instant rival group to play with. It's like the Ruvna. Matthew's writing them up. He's done a lot of interviews with me to pick my brain about this group, and he's so kindly and so nicely writing them up. But I have been approached by like 10 or 15 storytellers. Well, there's not 10 or 15 storytellers, but probably 10 or 15 storytellers since there was any even mention of them wanting to use them. And that's good, but I'm like, you kind of jealously hoard your own creations. And I want them to come up with their own factions, like Sunbirth has all the gangs. Come up with something in your city and start it. You don't have to be a storyteller to do this. You can be a player. You can be anything you want to be. Just work towards it. Have a skill set that supports it. Dream big. I mean, this is a fantasy game. If you want to kill a god, that's fine. Go gather all the lores in character you can possibly gather on the god and start a group, that's anti that god, and go for it. We are thrilled beyond comparison. Like, nothing thrills us more when a player comes with us with a really good plot and says, this is my long-term goal, this is what I want to do. Oren came to me the other day. Well, it's been like a couple weeks, and had this outline for a big plan for his PC. And I thought, that was fantastic. It's like, here's this guy standing on his own 2 feet, coming up with a long-term goal. This is what I want to do. I know I don't have any lures for it right now. I know I'm not, I don't want to reveal his plans. So I've got to talk about it without revealing his plans. But, I want to do all these steps. Here's my steps. Here's my long-term thought process. I was like, wow, great. And the thing of it is he can get other people involved as he does it. And he can get his motivations done, work through his goals while helping other people with their goals. And it's been fantastic. Matthew, I know I mentioned him before. He's another person with long-term goals for his PC. They keep changing slightly, but that's okay. You can have a set of outlined goals and warp them around the role plays that you do and the situations that you get involved in. If you want an enemy, create a faction that is your enemy and then go for it. I mean, that's what I did with Kavala. That's how the Ruvna were born. She needed an arch enemy. And I've got some big plans for Ravik. Riverfall. When I get that going, I'm distracted because the sun is going down and it's so damn gorgeous. Like, the whole sky is painted bright hot pink behind me. And even my Chow Chow is like sitting there going, oh, it's so pretty. I don't know if he can see pink or not, but he's seeing something. Maybe he's just thinking about eating turkey. That's probably what he's doing. But anyways, and if you're a storyteller, don't go clicking random pages in the wiki and turning around and seeing a page and going, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to run that. Why don't you add to the wiki? Just add to it and put some more stuff in there. It's not going to hurt anything at all. Like Traverse the other day, Alex is amazing. I don't know if you guys know this, but she is seriously badass amazing. She, I'm getting distracted because I was just thinking about Sam Liminal. No, I'll tell you that story later. Let me finish the Alex story first. So, she wants to do some plots with giant salamanders in Zinra. And she just put in a really cool page. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's on salamanders that are found underground around Zinra in Taloba. And there's some badass ones. Like, I wanted to cuddle them or kill them. I didn't know. She did the art herself. They're really gorgeous. And boom, instant plot device. Where are all these cars coming from? There's like 30 people that live out here in like a 100-mile area, and probably like 15 or 20 cars have just driven by. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Alex, sweet tea. Let's see. Oh, back to Sam. So we were teasing Sam the other day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, he's snowed in. I think he's going a little snow stir crazy. And we were talking about he should write a children's book. Like me and Alex could illustrate it, or one or the other of us could do it. And he's like, you're the second person that said that. There's only one problem. I'm like, uh-oh, the problem with Sam being a good writer, this is not a problem. He goes, think about it, Jen, a children's book, and it ends instead of happily ever after, it ends, and they all die. He won't do a children's book. I'm like, come on. He goes, I just can't, I don't have it in me. Okay, so you guys need to go to Abura. That's going to be a fun place, especially if you fly. If you have a flying PC, you'll be fine. I don't think you're going to manage very well if you have a walking PC or just a swimming PC. But it sounds like it's going to be wacky, and I hope he gets a lot done on it soon. So, anyways, I'm really scatterbrained today. It's the good weather. I'm like, spring, got a plant. My neighbor just drove by, and he saw me, and he's like, he did a double take. I'm surprised he didn't honk or pull in. He's got bees. I was supposed to go to his house today and look at his bees, and I didn't. I got kind of busy. I was busy sleeping. Don't tell him. Anyways, what else am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, plotting for your character. Look, it's getting dark. Ooh. Seriously, plot for your character. Just brainstorm. I mean, we got the whole summer coming up on Ms. The sky's the limit. It seems like things get stalled in the World Development Forum, and it's because people stop working on them. You know, they get absolutely stalled. Like Ectol is stalled. I don't know if it's because Rosella needs to finish the Epherians, or if Ink needs some feedback on what she's got already. She's got like the environment done, and she was going to put some flora and fauna. And I was going to write a Cypress page as an example, but I kind of forgot because my life has been crazy. I'll have to do a video about how crazy my life is. It has been so crazy lately. Like, not crazy in real life type stuff, but like online drama. I joined some groups and started on some projects, and I found out there are people on the net that are even more batshit crazy than Mizahar people. I didn't know this was possible. I did not know there were people that were more angry, more vocal, more, like the D&D rules Nazi people, like the guys that, page 32, you can't do that. Yeah, there are people on the net that are like that with copyright law, internet law, intellectual property rights. Yeah, they're crazy. So I started a project, and I pulled out of the project. That's kind of where I've been the last 3 or 4 weeks. It got so intense that I had to create a fake ID, like a fake identity, to work on this project because I didn't want my professional name slurred. Because like someday I might want to go back and work in the biology field, or I'm got another book coming out that's going to be published on beekeeping here soon, and basically it's like swarm captures and swarm removals, and me and my friend Rob are writing it, and all the pictures I took are my pictures, and they're all pictures of Rob. And Rob's my bee buddy. We run around. We have like this. He's like my big brother. We have this odd relationship. We only like hang out together 6 months of the year, because in the winter he goes and does something else, and I do a lot of Miz stuff. But yeah, I got distracted with this project online, and just all hell broke loose, and I just went, oh hell no, no, because I was getting so burnt out on Miz. I needed something else to do that kind of challenged me, because I felt like the site wasn't challenging me anymore, and I was getting to the point where the new players were just annoying me. I just have no tolerance of them, and so I wanted to do a different project, and it was so good for me. I'm really glad that I did, because it put things in perspective for me completely. This community is so awesome. This community to me has so much worth, has so much character. There are so many people that are just dedicated to their characters and their writing and all the things that they give. I mean, they're just a giving group of people. There is a lot of takers in this world. There's a lot of me people. And I was starting to feel like Mizahar was the me place to go. Like, everybody wanted something from me. And I didn't have a lot to give anymore. I was just like, I'm too tired all the time. I work this crazy shift, and I'm grouchy, and I literally sleep 4 hours a day because I can't seem to... I can't seem to make myself go to bed when I need to go to bed, because like if I get up at 2:30 to go to work at 3 by 3:30, I need to be in bed like 6 o'clock. I can't do it. I just can't. So I like stay up till 8. Like yesterday or Wednesday, I stayed up till 10 watching 100, because I'm totally addicted to that show. And so I usually get like about 4 hours of sleep. And then I go to work, and then I come home, and I'm all animated for work. I'm like super happy, and it's like lack of sleep, I think. But when I get home, I just crash. I crash for 2 or 3 hours when I get home. So I get my 8 hours of sleep a day, but it's sort of broken up. And Ms. was really burning me out, and I just needed a new project, and I was excited about this new one. I was like, I'm going to join. I might blog about it or something later, but I might join. And then I found out how fake people are online. I found out how bad people tote around strange credentials. I mean, I have had friends for years that I learned new sides of over this project, and I'm just like, you people can just go hang on your own. You know what I mean? Still a little pissed off, but it makes me so much more thankful for Ms. Look, it's so dark you can hardly see me, but and I'm sorry I say a lot. I'm just nervous. I don't know. This video thing is new. It makes me realize that if I put half the effort in Mizahar that I used to put into Mizahar, I can make this game wow. We can just blow the hell up and make it just fantastic. And it's not me. It's not me doing it. It's just me encouraging you people to do it, because you're the power and the energy and the enthusiasm that's going to make things happen. So you can do it. You can do it by plotting, and it doesn't take any sort of rocket science. All you need is a little tiny seed idea. Take the seed idea and run with it and expand it. You can either go to a storyteller and say, here's my end game. I want to do this. What can I do to get from the end game, from the point of beginning, and what help me with in between? And storytellers are going to go, I love that. I can design a city plot around helping you. Thanks. I just did a 2 thumbs up. I'm kind of geeky. I'm sorry. And they will love you for that. And if 4 or 5 people do that in a city, then you're good to go. You've got the whole season planned out, and your plots can coincide with other people's plots. I can run with this guy and get this skill built up for this end game and help this guy do this other thing at the same time. It's all a group thing. Collaborative storytelling at its finest. You guys can do it. Absolutely you can do it. And I don't know what else to say about that. But I just wanted to point out, please don't lean on other people for plots. That's the moral of this whole vlog. Lean on yourself. And other people will jump on board. And it's not hard to do. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. The problem is, I think people let their fears get in the way, and they don't need to do that. They can just run with it. And nobody's going to say, oh, your plot's stupid. They might say, this won't work because of this, but what about this? Why don't you do it this way? And that way your plot will be semi-awesome. And if we have like 5 or 6 people region-wide in all the regions doing this, do you know how much the story will grow for Mizahar? Do you know how big the story will get? The story will get huge. And if we have the people that are willing to commit to those types of roleplay, then we can have the big plots like, killing Sigillus, or, getting, I can't say that guy's name, Aquarius's heart back. We can talk to GP. We can get that thread going. We can get that plot underway. And I'm just using that as an example. We don't have to do that plot. We can do any plot that we want. But what I'm saying is we can do big, huge plots. I mean, I would love to see a PC ascend to godhood. I would love to see a PC, become so great that they're quote-unquote untouchable, so that other people can go after them to prove that they are touchable. So the sky's the limit. We just have to think about it. And it's getting really dark. And you know what's great about it being out here? I'm going to start my fire pit pretty soon and, like, you know, have the flames roaring. It'll be super warm. I won't have to go in. There are no bugs in Washington in March. 0 bugs. Like, I could sit out here all night. Nothing is going to chew on me. The only thing I'm hearing in the air is not the buzzing of mosquitoes. I'm hearing just birdsong, and turkeys. So, anyways, but you guys are not going to be able to see me very much longer. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry I'm a little scattered. I need to do a video in the middle of the day when I'm actually awake and I don't have dark circles under my eyes, and you know, I like have some makeup on and my hair done, and instead of just like lounging around in my shorts, which I am in my shorts and bare feet right now, and watching, you know, the day fade. Here, let me hold it up real quick and see if you can see the sunset. Usually stuff doesn't translate well after dark. But anyways, I'm going to sign off because you guys can't see me anymore. So you guys have a good night.